What's up, guys? It is Gershwin and the Sound Alchemist back at it again, bringing you more epic answers to your questions in another installment of For the Greater that transition, but it works out.
Yes.
Anyway, today's featured question comes from the almighty John Howard.
Busta Rhymes. Oh, sorry.
That guy too. John says, of all the Traitor Primarchs, which one do you think is the most good or the least evil?
Good question.
Easily, I have to say it was
Magnus the Red.
There you go, Magnus the Red. He didn't go to chaos out of his own, I guess his own free will, kind of.
He had to.
He was forced into it.
It was either that or his chapter was completely annihilated.
Right, and his back was broken too. So it's like, should I live or should I die?
Yep. And the Primarch that I want to throw out there is going to make everybody think Alfarius. Because Alfarius has always been known to be sneaky. And it might be that he's actually not a demon or a traitor space marine, but he's acting as a spy for the Emperor or something like that. We got to remember there's a lot of things shrouded in his story as the 20th Primarch and the last one to be
and there's
discovered.
2 of them.
Yeah, so
I mean, maybe there's more, maybe there's actually just one.
Yeah.
It's all still a mystery and maybe we'll never find out.
Next question comes from Brandon Ottman. Hello there. Question, do you think you can do a video about the Catan gods? Yeah, we sure can. It says that there are actually 8 instead of the normal 4. And who would be a good one to lead a faction in Dawn of War 3? I'm thinking Worldmaker in an act of revenge, for Nightbringer got Dark Crusade and the Deceiver got Soulstorm. And no, I do not believe the Burning One was a piece of Cain or the Endless Swarm was the Tyranids.
And there's also the Void Dragon. Can't forget about that guy. He plays a big part in a lot of things, but it's still also wishy-washy.
And a Catan.
Right.
So yeah, I have no idea who's going to be in the next Dawn of War, but we can definitely look into all the other Catan. Because yeah, we got to remember that there's a lot. The ones we talk about the most are the ones that were the sneakiest and that played pivotal roles. But
right.
You know, there's a lot more.
Good question. Aetherius Fox. Hi, OMS. Thanks again for taking my question. Do you think there will ever be a Warhammer 40K movie for theaters? What story would be your favorite to see on the big screen if it had to be told within 2 hours? I mean, if Warcraft can have a movie, I think Warhammer could.
Yeah, definitely. And then the movie, the fan-made movie, The Inquisitor.
Yeah.
It shows that it's freaking awesome because I'm pretty sure it has 1 million views already.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
So it can get a lot of views. A Netflix exclusive would be really nice.
Right.
GW just has to get into it. One thing that I heard some people say was that the reason that GW is not pushing towards leasing their or giving away their license for video making is because most of the times in those types of movies, the studio makes money out of the toys, but the toys are already being created.
Right.
So yeah, but the story, I would really like to see the any of the Black Crusades. I think any of the Black Crusades would be a really good. You're gonna be able to see clearly who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, and the good guy is always gonna win because
right.
Abaddon is Phaladon.
Yeah, it never ends well for that guy. Yeah, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to see the unification of Terra when the Emperor took control of this dying, split up planet.
It would be some Mad Max shit.
Right, and I think you saw how well that did, so a lot of people would probably be into that kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
Have it end with like Space Marines being created or the Primarchs. So that'll really drive people to want to see the next movie.
That's actually a good one, yeah. Next question comes from Vladimir Ryu. When can we get a race reveal, guys? Or a face reveal, guys? Also, who is more trained, an Imperial Guard Stormtrooper or a Tau Fire Warrior? What do you mean by face reveal?
Here, let me reveal my face. That hurt.
Did we do the Wa thing?
Yeah, it was a messed up one because I effed it up.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we did the walk.
Okay, cool. And
who's more trained?
What do you think?
I want to say a fire warrior because Imperial Guard, it's kind of like, here's a gun, go out there.
Yeah, and then that changes depending on what regiment you're talking about.
Right.
There is stories that the what are the ones with the gas masks?
The Death Corps of Krieg.
Yeah, some of them are still like 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And they're just being thrown into battle. So I don't think a fire warrior would do that. A fire warrior has them.
Yeah, they're born into it, and it's kind of like
a
Spartan.
Space Marine type of
right. Yeah.
Like initiation or whatever.
Yeah, they're born into it, and they're like raised. They gotta pass trials by fire and whatnot.
Yeah.
Pyrochan, dank. My question made it into a video.
Yeah. John Whitesell. A note about your video title. The Emperor has been explicitly stated to be one who slew fucking Horus several times in the lore. The records of the duel going all the way back to the Rogue Trader. Yeah, but come on.
I mean,
no shit.
Right, that's obvious.
Yeah.
We're looking deeper into it.
Yeah. That's a pivotal part of the entire Warhammer or GW storyline. Okay, Austin Palmer.
If you got to create a new Orc HQ character with a squad based around him, what would it be?
That's a good question. Monstrous creature, and I would just make...
like a pack of squigs?
That'd be cool, yeah. A pack of squigs, maybe.
Alright, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the Sound Alchemist actually was pretty awesome, and he got me a...
Orc Mega Boss. I don't know if you can see that.
From the Age of Sigmar. I'm gonna convert that bad boy and I'm gonna make him into a huge, monstrous war boss. I'm gonna like just stack a bunch of what are they called?
$100 bill.
cork board things on top of the base, so that the orc is like up here and everybody else is down here. It's gonna be funny.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd say I'd kind of want more of a
mech,
like a big, huge, not like a Gorka Morka, but like something like that. Kind of like a Dread Knight orc, and have like what are the ones you use? The Mega Knobs as his retinue.
Yep, that'd be really badass. Rory Campbell.
Conrad Kurz was not bad. He was just he was just unraised and lived in darkness. He saw things black and white and could not accept that he was doing bad things. I do not blame him, and I see him as the most human Primarch of all. He had a split personality, and he had to kill millions in order to save trillions. Fear was his weapon, and he could only use it because he was never taught, right or wrong. Yeah, it's his upbringing was very Batman-ish, I guess. Because he had to do the nitty-gritty for the betterment of his people. And he did what he had to survive.
He ended up killing his entire planet. But
he even hated his own Marines because they were ex-criminals and they would do all this like bloody, atrocious stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not the bad guy you all paint him to be.
That's true. Gabriel Castro. Also, great work, guys. Love the videos, and thanks for not being dicks when y'all do videos like this and answer the title question first and not like in the middle like other folks. Just to make more views or something. I feel you, and thank you.
Thank you for feeling us. We also feel you.
They right?
I don't have that guy.
He simply says, yes, he killed Horus. Ha 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 ha.
You got us.
Yep, damn. Nothing gets past you. Dragon Punch 903.
Go ahead, because I don't have him yet.
Who do you think will be the strongest race once the end of times is over? I feel that GW is going to go back to their close combat ways.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the Chaos Space Marine.
Yeah, because they've been focusing a lot on Khorne. And that means Angron and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Or maybe Tyranids.
No, that's right.
Nobody plays Tyranids anymore, right?
No. You rarely see them anywhere.
Well, you said you went to the hobby store and you were looking for a present for the Tyranid player within our group, and all you found was one box of...
They had a box of Gaunts and the starter set for the Tyranids. That's it.
Yeah, that just goes to show you people aren't like looking for Tyranid stuff because they suck right now. And then you go on to say, I think it might be the Tau, since I feel as though they are the underdogs of the galaxy, and they will be left alone pretty much because the Imperium will focus more on chaos. Could be possibility. Lore-wise makes sense.
Right.
Gameplay-wise, I think they've sold so many Tau stuff. So many people have gone to the greater good that they would want, people to go towards the armies that aren't being played.
Right. I got Advo. Please do a video on Erebus. He is one of the primary factors in the Horus Heresy, and he is a character that practically no one has spoken about on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll do that. He had tattoos all up in his face.
In his grill. He did it before Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Question by Nicholas Spangler. Do you think Vulcan will become the new leader of the Imperium? No.
Probably not. Because I feel like Gilliman would be too much of a calm down, I'm the guy in charge.
Yeah.
And he wrote the Codex Astartes. With the next edition, who knows, he might want to redo the whole Imperial views or whatever.
Yep.
Chaos God Slanesh. Oi you. Yeah, the Tau favorite with glasses. I heard you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you watch the anime? I want to challenge you for a duel. Well, Slanesh boy, I will bring out my Pegasus deck, and I will take you to the Shadow Realm.
I thought you were going to say for a ride.
Oh, I'll take you for that too. But yeah, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't played in a while because it's expensive. But yeah, there's a bunch of new Blue Eyes cards that look amazing. And yeah, hit me up on Facebook. I'll challenge you.
Hit him up. Next question comes from William Adams Arbona. I can remember a few instances where orcs are described as snoring very loudly, mostly in the sidebar fluff that came with the original Rogue Trader. Yeah, there's a lot of really funny fluff that goes with the orcs. Like, I think orcs, like the whole thing where you can smell an orc before you see it. That's always really funny. But yeah. Next question.
Nathan Holstrom. He says, the God Emperor kept Angron alive because he knew that the crusade would happen before the Butcher's Nails were going to drive him insane. So Angron was the piece that was sacrificed to be given to chaos during the fall. Once you realize that everything was done to specifically cause Magnus to burn through the webway portal, the heresy was just a necessity, part of his plan to succeed. So, what you're trying to say is that the Emperor foresaw everything, and everything he did was to benefit the Imperium? I mean...
That's a far-fetched thing, because the Imperium is pretty bad.
So that means he knew that he himself was going to be half dead on the throne.
And that most of the world will go back to even a worse time than the Age of Strife.
Right.
Because of the whole backwards religion and all that junk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a little stretched.
Yeah.
But good thinking.
Next question comes from the Grand Crusader. Orcs do not sleep or need to sleep. The fungus that they are made from is able to photosynthesize the light and air into energy. Should there be no food or drink around, as there almost is always something to eat, they get the majority of their energy from eating the other races and each other. Exactly, that's what we said. Photosynthesis, fungus, trees. Yeah, we said that. Next question comes from Almighty. Almighty. He says, Squigs versus Gretchen, who would win? Your opinion?
I say Squigs.
Squigs?
Because I took down the whole squad of Gretchen. But that's nothing.
Because you were Farsight.
And I was...
You had flamers.
I had 6 flamers. I dropped on top of the Gretchen, basically, and I burned them all.
That was the biggest case of overkill I've ever seen.
It only took 2 templates, and I had like 4 left over.
It was Farsight, 4 of his bodyguards.
3 bodyguards with dual flamers.
Against...
like 6 Gretchen.
Yeah.
And a runt herder.
Runtifer.
That guy. Talk about bad target priority.
But thank you guys so much for sending your questions our way. Now we're going to have a Patreon exclusive for the Greater Wall, so please click on the link right here or below in the description. That's going to take you to our Patreon page. And how it works is you pay $1 a month to support us in bringing you guys more awesome videos on YouTube and on Patreon. So you'll get an additional
video.
Yeah, every week. And then we throw in some extra ones too.
Right. And don't forget that if we don't get to answer your question here, Patreon's the sure way of having your question answered.
Yeah, we'll definitely answer it over there. So jump on over to Patreon if you can support us. If not, simply like, comment, and share. You guys are awesome.
Thanks again. As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist here with
Gershwan.
And we are One Mind Syndicate, signing out.